Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Focal Plane podcast and another very special edition of what I call the Horsham Tap Vine Stories. And here we are in the wonderful Anchor Tap in the middle of Horsham Town with Sam Clayton. Thank you so much. And thank you for the warm welcome here as well. Love it. And you, of course, you own the Anchor Tap and the Beer Mine, right?
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about this whole establishment. Tell us about the Anchor Tap.
The Anchor Tap has historically been a pub for years. When this whole row was a hotel, this was like a bar. I think it was called the Parrot years and years ago. Then it closed down, and over time it was a cafe. It was a youth information centre. They used to do gigs in the basement, which if you've been there is amazing. I don't know how they did that.
No, does it have a basement to it?
Yeah, it's got a basement,
wow.
Yeah.
All right.
And then Dark Star, when that was still operating, turned it into their tap room, turned it into Dark Star Brewery Tap, called it the Anchor Tap. They let go of it coming out of lockdown.
Sure.
So they weren't going to reopen it.
Sure.
I was looking for a second business, and so they got in touch with me. And I took over. I took the lease. Well, actually, I didn't take over. I started a new lease. And yeah, we've been trading since 21, I think, or 22.
Yeah, nice.
About 5-6 years.
So what's the whole kind of idea behind this place from when you come
interesting drinks for interested drinkers. That was it. Obviously, there was very much focus on beer. When Dark Star had it. I wanted to keep the craft beer, but I also wanted to introduce more wine, a higher quality wine list, more interesting spirits and cocktails.
Sure.
Just so somewhere where people can come and try things they don't see everywhere else.
Excellent.
Yeah, from passionate staff who want to serve it.
Yeah, fantastic. And you've got this lovely board here, right, of the beer today at the Anchor Tap. So can you tell us a bit about that? Is there anything that's like a highlight for you? Anything that's really special or unique for you?
Yeah, well, I mean, I always make product choices through quality, not through price, which can become very tricky at times because everything's gotten more expensive.
Of course.
But, we're very proud. Lagers, you won't see any standard lagers. I pour Budvar, which is an imported Czech product that's not brewed here. At the moment, we've got an English LS on. We've got a fridge with imported German beers. And then the rest of it is made up of a lot of local stuff, some of the best from the UK breweries. But yeah, just quality really is what I'm proud of.
Of course. And how does this say, so some of the drinks you've got here, some of the ethos you've got here, how does that say contrast to what you've got going on at the Beer Mine?
So the Beer Mine is where we can go a bit more obscure. So the craft beer drinking market is slowing down. People are wanting to go out and drink, maybe stick on one thing that they're going to enjoy all night rather than the taste culture that we've had over the last few years. And there's a couple of reasons for that. One, people have tried everything now, and they're like, okay, another hazy pale ale.
We like, sure.
And the other thing is the cost. It's gotten too expensive to do that. So where the Beer Mine comes in, being an off-license rather than a bar, our margins are a bit lower. So we can stock that range of sours and triple IPAs, double IPAs, all sorts of fruited beers at a more affordable price point. And people are, that is happening at home more. People are sort of going out, right, Friday night, they're going to buy 6 different cans and go home and have their little tasting session. It's too expensive to do it in bars now, I think.
I mean, that's the thing, right? So like it has got more expensive. That's taken a hit on everyone who wants to go out and have a drink, but also massively on the hospitality industry generally, right? So, I mean, costs rising everywhere. But somehow, one thing I've always had such admiration for is that the spirit of the place like sticks there. Like, you can come here, you go to the Beer Mine, and you're always met with that friendly face. You're always met with somebody who's actually knows what they're talking about, knows their drinks, knows what you're going to like as well, which I think is that's something so rare to find.
Yeah, and his passion is, I try and employ personality rather than anything else. We got a guy who's been here for a few months now called Tom.
Sure.
He'd never worked a bar before.
Yeah.
But his passion for the products was amazing. And he's a lovely guy, so I employed his personality. Since he's been here, we've gone for brew days at Firebird, which was the first time we'd ever been in a brewery, and he loved it.
Really?
I was a bit worried I was going to lose him to brewing. I thought he was going to...
you still might,
it could still happen. I think it's in his future. He loves it. So I employ people with personality and then give them an opportunity for their personality to shine, to indulge their passion, and try and increase their passion. I mean, I've got other young staff, an 18-year-old guy called Connor, who, doesn't really drink wine, but every time we do a wine list change, which we do 3 times a year, I work with Horsham Wine Cellar on the wines, and I will always make sure the staff get to taste the new wines. And every time he's blown away. He's like, I don't like wine, but I really like that. And the more things you try, the more you might find
that's
out.
it. That's right. Yeah.
And then it's the only wine he sells now, because if anyone asks him, he recommends it. But, it's okay. It's good.
Excellent. And so we've got the Horsham Tap Vine takeover weekend coming up, right, in September. So what are you guys doing for that? What can people look forward to from the Anchor Tap?
So we are partnering with Downlands, who are based over in Smalldale, and Ascension Cider, a local cider producer. So we're going to have products of both of them. Downlands will be mainly on cask, with perhaps some keg, depending on what he's got. Ascension will have bag-in-box, keg, can, all sorts of dishes. Ascension do really good traditional cider, but also they do a lot of fruited things and lots of different things, sour cherry and all sorts of stuff. So we got them those as our partners. Producers from both businesses will be here on the Saturday.
Oh, wow. Okay. Sure.
So people can come in and meet them, ask them questions, have a drink with them, buy them a drink, whatever. Doing that, which I'm really looking forward to. Last year we had Abyss from Lewis as one of our partners, and the brewer and owner from Abyss came up and spent the evening drinking with them and had a lovely time. So more of the same, I hope.
So what is the advantage of having a beer with the brewers? What is
Well, I think in a world that's become so much more commercially driven, I think people have forgotten that people is what's important. And if you get to know the people behind the businesses you're dealing with, behind the emails you're reading, life's just better. I've never been a commercially driven person. I mean, yes, I need to make money, we all do, but I've never been commercially driven. For me, this industry has always been about personality and people. And I'm very lucky, like Widdy from Downlands and I have become pretty good mates anyway, so having a drink with him would be good fun. But his product is amazing, always. And it's on currently, we always said it. It is the relationships that you form with the producers, with the people coming and trying it. That's what it's all about.
Because otherwise, you just take it for granted, right? I mean, you can come and be like, oh, that's fine. I'll go and have a Downlands brewery beer. It tastes great. Off I go. And you don't think twice about it. But actually, the blood, sweat, and tears have gone into. I mean, not literally, hopefully, into the drink, but a
lot of these local producers are quite small. So you talk about that blood, sweat, and tears. I mean, it's quite frequent now that your beer is being delivered by the guy that's brewed it, and that guy's very often or girl is the person that owns it.
People don't appreciate that, right? That's the thing.
There's a lot of hard work goes into it, and I fortunately get to meet these people and get to know them, and it's normally good fun.
And now you're spreading it out to everyone, which is
do my best.
That's great. That's awesome. I love that philosophy. I think that the more we get to know people behind the product, the more we get to know the people's passion and drivers behind it, the more actually, do you know what? That pint's going to taste that a little bit sweeter, for sure.
Definitely.
Excellent. And apart from that, anything else going on either here or at the Beer Mine that people can look forward to over the weekend?
Yeah, well, I mean, over the weekend, the Beer Mine is actually launching a new brewery. So there's a couple of local guys who are known. One of them's been brewing locally, another one's been drinking locally quite prolifically. They have.
It's not me.
They have recently purchased a brewery, which they're maintaining that brand, which is on at the moment as well, which is Goldmark.
Nice.
But they are launching their own brewery within the same building, but they're going to brew two different beers. Well, more than two beers, obviously. So they'll be launching at the Beer Mine that weekend, which will be fantastic fun. They're called Draft Pick, so keep an eye. You can't miss them on social media at the moment. They're doing a lot. So that will be really exciting. I think on the Saturday they're holding a little hoop shooting competition.
I heard about this. Yes. Yeah.
There'll be some shenanigans and fun. So they'll be over there on the Saturday as well.
So what's the prize for winning that? Do you know?
Probably beer.
Probably beer. Do you know what? What a silly question to ask.
Probably beer and maybe some merch. They've produced a lot of good merch. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So lots of fun. But just going around the town. I mean, last year's event was a really, really lovely experience.
Yeah.
And I would just like to see the same thing happen. I just want to see people getting involved, enjoying themselves, having a laugh, being sensible, but having a good time.
Yeah.
And,
of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Because, I mean, it was great to see the town come together for that, right? And the fact that we've got now, 17 venues involved in the weekend this time, and that's massive, including some of the now people going out to the actual Brollies and the Horsham breweries, etc. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So what is it that if someone's got their passport in their hand, right, and they're thinking, do you know what? I'm not sure I've been to the Anchor Tap before, not sure I've been to the Beer Mine before, what's the one thing that's going to draw them in?
Well, hopefully, products they've not had before.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's not going to be for everyone. Some people really don't like experimenting. They know what they like and want to stick to it.
Yeah.
And that's fine. But there are going to be people that come in that might not have experienced, myself and my team here, or Glenn over at the Beer Mine, who runs the shop for me there. I mean, he really knows his stuff. Yeah. He really knows how to take care of people. Yeah. Meet the people, try the products. I think the way we partner, the way each venue partners with a different producer, is just encouraging people to try what they've not tried before, and hopefully like it, and hopefully stick with it, which I think does happen. I think genuinely some people are surprised. I mean, last year I had a wine producer as well, which was nice to support Boko.
Of course, and
promote their product. So yeah, I think hopefully trying something new, or just enjoying the things they already know about, and enjoy that they're being celebrated.
Exactly, fantastic. And one final thing for you, Sam. Then, so if someone's come here, got the stamp on their passports, where would you send them next? And you can't say Beer Mine.
Where would I send them? I'd probably Pires. I think Pires is one of the top bars in town. Ross and his team, they're fantastic. So I'd probably send them to Pires.
Excellent. That is a ringing endorsement for Pires. Love that.
Good.
Fantastic. Sam, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Really appreciate the conversation today. It's been amazing.
Thank you.
And yeah, look, guys, please do check out the Anchor Tap and the Beer Mine, and make sure you go on the Horsham Tap Vine Takeover Facebook pages and Instagram to find out more information about what's going on that weekend. Looking forward to it.